back to Die Rollin for the 16th day of Advent. Last time, we were looking through a whole load of mazes in this one here, right here. Which was all the icicles, and we were mapping up the presents to the sleigh, and then we had to fold it into the right position to give us a code, which led us to the room next door. So without any further ado, let us start by reading the little prompt and continue on our merry way. Directly behind the icy stable, the door opens into a dark room. The contrast to the penguins' enclosure could not be greater. After all, after being surrounded by the bright, glittering ice crystals and the chattering penguins, you are now engulfed in silence and darkness. Only one small candle flickers on the opposite wall. You feel your way carefully into the room, barely able to see anything. Suddenly, you hear a voice, but it's not Santa. Open door number 16! So we open up the door, and inside is nothing but a couple of scribblings. It's literally a dark room with one candle in it. There's nothing else in the room by the looks of it. It's just dark void. So let's have a look at what's going on. So in here it says, well, finally, I thought you were never going to arrive. It would be great if you could leave that door open a bit. Otherwise I won't be able to see anything once the candle burns out. What's that? You can't see anything either? Well, that's because there's nothing in here. By the way, you read the code first below, then left, then above, right? Off you go. Get out of here. Okay. So it says, leave the doors open a bit. So I'm guessing it's now time to see what's going on in here. Right. So each of these has a symbol on them. What's that? You can't see anything. Either. Well, that's because there's nothing in here. By the way, you read the code first below and then above, right? Off you go. Get out of here. First below, then left, then above. Okay, so the code itself is going to be interesting. So let's make a note on the notepad. So on the notepad, I'm going to put down the details. So it's going to be based on the back of the door. Then it says the code first below, then left, and above. Okay, so the room we're in is this one here. The one above is the bird, the one below is that one, and the one to the right is that one. So it's not as easy as that. Okay, do we find these shapes within the environment that match then what we're doing? Maybe. You read the code. By the way, you read the code. First below, then left. Leave the door open a bit, otherwise you can't see. So we have a candle. Now the candle looks like the one that's on the top of the box, which I don't think you can make out right now. So let's move that to the side so I can bring these down. So on the top of the box, you can kind of make out like I've got a candle here at the top. I don't know what it's to do with the top of the box. There's nothing else on here. Well, finally, I thought you were never going to arrive. It'd be great. You could leave the door open a little bit. So it's to do with the doors and the stickers that are on the doors. Otherwise, I won't be able to see anything until the candle went out. What's that? You can't see anything either. Well, that's because there's nothing in here. By the way, you read the code first. There's nothing in the room. I'm just going to feel it, because sometimes they like to put stuff where it touches, where it has indentation in it. It's not today. You read the code first below. What's that? You can't see anything either. Well, that's because there's nothing in here. Maybe I'm going to need a hint, because I don't know where I'm going to start with this one, because I know to leave the doors. Okay. You should leave the room immediately. That's odd, but it's also saying you should leave the door open slightly. What's that all about? It's definitely to do with these particular pictures. Now, I don't know what they all mean. Do they all mean something based on the position on the box? Okay, leave. Room 16, but don't completely close the door. Leave it slightly ajar. Now, there's nothing else to do but here. Look at it from the outside. Interestingly, on P2, it says you can find the code first left, then right, and then below. But you have nothing but a slightly open door. Right, the second clue got me. It's nothing to do with the doors. The doors are a red herring. Right, so leave it slightly ajar and let's have a look. So looking at it, it's got a code cut out. So you can see a 3, a 9, and a 1 right here. So leaving it slightly ajar actually tells us what the code is. So that gives us, and it's telling us from below, which is 3, left, which is 9, above, which is 1. So 3, 9, 1. And that is going to be our code. So let's go and have a look at what this is. So let's have a 3, a 9, and a 1. That's an 8 though, but that's 3, 9, 1. Put this over. And then behind it we've got, I believe, yes. So we've got diamond, square, triangle. So from our room, which is of darkness here, we go down 1, we go left 1, we go diagonal 1, and we end up here, which is the same pattern, which means we've completed door number 16, and now we're on to door number 17. So wow, we're rocketing through this advent calendar, and that was a fun puzzle, a little challenging. It got me a little confused, like, what, where are we going, where are we headed, where do we go from here, where do we go, how do we solve it? And I like that kind of puzzle because it gives us a bit of depth and a bit of thinking, and I should have probably thought about it a bit longer before I just dived into the clues, but I was just getting frustrated. At that point, I was just getting frustrated of trying to solve the puzzle. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I thought it was really fun. I hope you guys make sure you leave a like and a comment down below to let us know how we're doing, or what content you'd like to see and what other things you'd like to see on this channel. Most importantly, guys, just make sure you all stay safe or die rolling.